I'm setting the table for one again, but I'm leaning the chair where you used to sit in. I poured out 2 glasses, though I know it's a waste, but the wine has a bitter, familiar taste. I told you about how the radiator groans and how the wind makes it sound like it's chilling my bones. I waited a second for your quick, clever spark, but I'm just a man catching ghosts in the dark. My friends say I'm crazy, they say I've gone cold, but they don't have a story that's waiting to be told. Cause I talk to your memory like you're still in the room, like you're the only flower that's ever gonna bloom. I'm asking for advice on the things that I do, as if every answer is still hidden in you. The neighbors are watching, they think I'm alone, but I've got a signal on it, that battery phone. Yeah, I talk to your memory, it's the only voice I know. I took a long walk down by the old pier, and I swear for a moment your footsteps were near. I told you I finally fixed that loose garden gate, and I apologized again for being so late. I described how the sunset was bleeding to gold, and I felt the phantom of your hand. I could hold it to one-sided dialogue, a hollowed out play, but it's the only thing keeping the nothing at bay. Does the echo get tired of hearing my grief? Does the silence get weary of my disbelief? I'm a radio station with no one to hear, but I'm broadcasting I love you year after year. Cause I talk to your memory like you're still in the room, like you're the only flower it's ever gonna bloom. I'm asking for advice on the things that I do, as if every answer is still hidden in you. Neighbors are watching, they think I'm alive, but I've got a signal on a dead battery phone. Yeah, I talk to your memory, it's the only voice I know. What do you think? Should I stay or should I go? I'll wait for the silence to tell me what I know. Good night, my love, I talk to you tomorrow. I see you across the coffee shop steam, like a faded frame from a recurring dream. You're laughing at something he whispered just now, and I'm practicing how to keep a calm brow. I nod and I wave like a casual friend, acting like us didn't come to an end. But under the table my hands are a mess, hiding the truth that I'll never confess. The world sees a man who has moved on his way, but my heart is a vault where the memories stay. Cause I still love you in secret, in the quiet of the night, when the world isn't looking and there's no one inside. I'm keeping the fire, I'm guarding the spark in a private apartment deep in the dark. I don't use your name, I don't mention the past, but I'm holding a feeling that's built to outlast every goodbye and everywhere through. I'm still in secret, still loving you. Found your old bookmark in a book on the shelf, and I kept it a secret even from myself. For a second I smelled the vanilla you wore, and I looked for your shadow to walk through the door. I've got a new life and a new set of keys. I've learned how to breathe in a different breeze. But there's a small corner that I'll never paint, where the ghost of your presence is never quite faint. It's a heavy burden, a beautiful way to carry your love and arrive far too late. Or maybe too early, or maybe just right. Put his mind to protect in the middle of the night. No one has to know. It's better this way. Still loving you. Just and how have you been? Then I walk out the door, and the secret sensing, yeah, I still love you. In the quiet, in the dark. I finally moved the boxes from the hallway floor, and I don't jump at every shadow passing by the door. The neighbors stopped asking how I'm holding up. I've learned to drink my coffee from a different cup, but sometimes the silence gets a little too loud, and I see your face in a passing crowd. I'm moving on, or at least that's the lie. I tell the moon when it's high in the sky. I've deleted your number, I've buried the keys, but I'm still a ghost drifting in your breeze. So if you ever miss me in the middle of the night, when the world feels heavy and nothing feels right, if you hear our song on a static-filled radio and you realize you weren't ready to let me go, don't worry about the mess or the time that has flown, or the bridges we burned, or the seeds that we sowed. If you ever miss me, just know that I'm here, standing in a place where there always was clear. I wonder if you still have that sweater I gave you, the one that was oversized in a deep shade of blue. Does it still smell like the rain and the wood smoke we made, or has the memory started to finally fade? I'm not saying I'm waiting, I'm not saying I'm stuck, but I'm still the person who's down on his luck, looking for a reason to leave the porch light on in the cold, empty hours before the first dawn. You don't have to call, you don't have to write, you don't have to fix everything in one night. Just knowing you thought of me just for a second is the only salvation I've ever reckoned. So if you ever miss in the middle of the standing in the place where the water always was clear. I'm still here in the same old town. I'm still here when the sun